Launch yourself into the future of technology at Eastern New Mexico University in Portales. When you experience the Eastern Way, you'll experience a state-of-the-art computer center, full access to the internet in classrooms and residence halls, college credit instructional TV courses in different cities and high schools, even student-produced programs on Eastern's own public radio and TV stations. For registration information or how to get launched aboard one of Eastern's 60 undergraduate and graduate majors, call 1-800-4-ENMU.
We strive for academic excellence. We believe in engaging our community. We're proud of our tradition. We exemplify respect on and off the field. We conduct ourselves with integrity, and we're committed to being the best. That's why we're the one. Lone Star Conference, we're the one.
I chose Division II because athletes graduate at a higher rate.
I can stay closer to home
and be an important part of the community.
I chose Division II because I can double major
and take part in campus activities.
I chose Division II because classrooms are smaller.
Students have more time with their instructors.
And I can compete for a national championship.
I chose Division II for all these reasons and more.
I chose
Division II.
What is Javelina Pride? It's learning by doing research. It's tailgating before the big game. It's being part of a world-respected engineering program. Texas A&M University Kingsville, the home of Javelina Pride. Find out more at tamuk.edu.
After visiting Incarnate Word, I decided that the coaching staff, the professors, and the atmosphere were all a great fit for me.
It's not often you get the opportunity to go over and play soccer in a different country, especially the United States.
I transferred to UIW after my first year because I felt like UIW gave me a better opportunity after I graduated college.
I hope to see you at the games this year. Go Cardinals.
What makes WT Athletics unique?
I do.
I do.
I do.
I do.
And so do you.
Yes, we have great facilities and championship programs, but it's the people that set us apart.
It's me and it's you.
Without our athletes and without our donors, we are just an organization. An organization without a cause,
without a voice,
and without a purpose. Thank you for supporting the Buffalo Club.
For more information, please visit GoBuffsGo.com. Go Buffs!
I think tradition is essential to the lifeblood of any institution and any athletic department. When you consider tradition, that's really the one thing speaks excellence. It speaks things that are very important to the people who have come through and laid the groundwork for your programs in the past. And it's really the one element that really ties people together and ties just the element of success and excellence to those that are in the program now.
Commitment to me is exercising discipline in your endeavors, whether it's academically, athletically, in my position and role as an assistant athletic director or whatever. And the discipline side of it is, in my mind, is doing what needs to be done, the way it needs to be done, every time.
Integrity in athletics should be a reflection of the value that we place on integrity within the entire institution. Integrity is really the bedrock. It's the foundation upon which everything else we do is built. The thing that I stress to our students especially is not only the reality of integrity, but the perception of integrity. Yeah, it's important to do the right thing. It's important to do the right thing for the right reason. But it's also important for other people to know that you're doing the right thing.
Academic excellence is every student athlete having success in the classroom so that they have an opportunity to get a marketable degree to advance in life as they leave the university.
You know, when you talk about a bridge building between the community and Tarleton, I think that we have more than a bridge. I think we have a 4-lane highway right now because we have so much interaction between our community. They have a ownership in Tarleton State University. They feel like they are so welcomed here. They feel like they are a part of this university. And when you can build that special relationship between university and community, I think you have something that is a win-win situation. I think it's something that you can really build on.
I think respect is very important in your team, and within your team you have to respect each other as players and respect your coaching staff. And we talk about a lot that respect comes down to the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Look each other in the eye when they're talking. Body language, always have positive body language. So respect is essential in order to have a good team and a good program.
My name is Stan Wagner, Commissioner of the Lone Star Conference. Our mission in the Lone Star Conference is to foster student participation and success among member institutions in Division II athletics as a part of the total educational program on each campus. We're committed to developing student athletes and preparing them for life ahead, and we're doing that with particular emphasis on integrity and tradition, academic excellence, respect, community, and commitment. These 6 organizational values have made the Lone Star Conference what it is, and they will continue to shape our future success on the playing field, in the classroom, and in the community. Our actions should be guided by these values. Our decisions should be based on these values, and our story should be told using these values as our guide. The Lone Star Conference is unlike any other. It's unique. We have a proud past and an even brighter future. It's time we embrace our heritage. It's time we celebrate our strengths, and it's time we emphasize the values that help to define who we are as a group.
The LSC would like to thank the following corporate partners. Firestone, we keep your car running newer, longer. 3 shops, 1 stop, maintenance, repairs, and tires. AccuConference, providing conference calling for the Lone Star Conference. Shut Sports, official softball helmet of the Lone Star Conference. Alpha Graphics, providing printing solutions for the Lone Star Conference. My Sports Streams, providing fundraising solutions for Lone Star Conference member institutions. Bravo Health, community engagement partner of the Lone Star Conference. Adidas, official supplier of the Lone Star Conference. Jostens, official ring provider of the Lone Star Conference. Wilson, the official basketball of the LSC. In the Lone Star Conference, we're committed to respect, integrity, tradition, community, and academic excellence. Lone Star Conference, we're the one. Fans, don't forget to like the Lone Star Conference on Facebook. It's the best way to stay connected to all the latest information from around the league and join the conversation with other LSC fans. For an easy way to follow the latest happenings in the Lone Star Conference, be sure to follow the LSC on Twitter. Get scoring updates, event reminders, and breaking news when you follow the Lone Star Conference on Twitter.
State University. Affordable, better, closer. With one of the lowest tuition and fee schedules in Texas, Angelo State is affordable for all. Recognized by the Princeton Review as one of the top 4 public universities in the state, ASU is better than you imagine. And Angelo State's central location in Texas makes it closer than you think. Enjoy the freedom to explore your interests, cultivate your talents, and shape your future at Angelo State University. From here, it's possible.
The reason why I came to Texas A&M Commerce is because my home is in North Texas, out there by Plano and Frisco, and it's basically just an hour and a half away. I feel like track and field can relate to any major, whether you're a business major, education major, sociology major. I feel like track or any athletics teaches you the qualities, of leadership, which is very important inside the business world. It also gives you a lot of, ethics and values. It teaches you to be competitive, which you do have to be in the real world, because everybody knows the real world is not easy. My major is marketing, so one of the things I've always wanted to do was work for either a magazine or some kind of a sports like the Dallas Mavericks, maybe the Cowboys, and be part of their marketing promotions team, and eventually work my way up to CEO level. One of my instructors I feel like have really made a difference was Jennifer Flanagan. Every time she comes to class, she's always energetic, ready to teach the class. She's always there for the students no matter what. I feel like I've always been a business-oriented person, so CEO and working for a marketing team has always been one of my dreams.
Hello and welcome back here to Foster Field. Graham Doty with the athletic director here at Angelo State, Kathleen Brassfield. And Miss Brassfield, first time ever the Lone Star Conference is held here at Foster Field. What's it been like?
Oh, it's been great. It brought rain, and San Angelo certainly needed rain, but it's also a great opportunity for our fans and our students to get to see the teams and get a sense of what the conference tournament is all about. And having you guys here, it's been a great atmosphere, I think.
It has indeed. You mentioned the rain. It caused a couple of days there were kind of hectic. When was the last time it rained, just out of curiosity?
Oh, gosh.
It's poured here.
I think I might have been young when it rained last, but I think we had rain about probably 6 weeks ago, but to have that kind of rain, it's been a long time. And, we had so many fires and everything last summer, so it was a blessing, a true blessing. And I know that it messed up some of the teams' plans and everything, but that's just part of the outdoor sports. And I thought all the teams adjusted. The coaches were great. And, of course, Jay and the conference did a great job handling everything. So it's been very positive.
And let's talk about your journey here to Angelo State. You started here as the volleyball coach and then kind of worked your way up. How did you become the volleyball coach first? What was that process?
I was coaching at Seminole High School, which is in West Texas, and we had won back-to-back state championships, and I was just sort of looking for another opportunity. And I grew up at Abilene Wiley, and so San Angelo always kind of had an attraction because of the rivers and the trees. And I was just looking around and really wondered what it would be like to go to the college level. And you always wonder if you'll be successful because that's a whole different world. And, of course, I came in at the right time, right when Title IX had created opportunities for women in sports. And I became the head volleyball coach here in the fall of '78. Became women's AD and head volleyball coach in about '81 or '82. And then was fortunate enough to become athletic director over everything in the fall of '04. So I came here intending to stay 5 years, and 5 turned into 30 so quickly.
You mentioned Title IX. There's a big article about it this week in Sports Illustrated. Huge. How important was that?
Oh, my goodness. People just don't realize the impact Title IX had. You know, I've always said that unfortunately society doesn't do things because they're the right things to do. We do things because they're mandated. The civil rights laws, the Title IX opportunities for women. But I think one of the best things about Title IX is I bet if you ask some of our current female student athletes about Title IX, they probably wouldn't know very much about it. But they're here because of what Title IX created for them in the past. And people like me that were here when, like I went to college at Hardin-Simmons, we used to work the concession stands at the Cowboy games to get money to go play basketball tournaments. And so we've come a long way, and Title IX is the reason that we did that.
So we talked about your volleyball. You kind of mentioned it a little bit. You became the women's athletic director. Mm-hmm. How did you become the women's AD?
Well, back when Angelo State started women's sports, they started in '75 with basketball. They had a female athletic director and a male athletic director because President Vincent strongly supported the opportunities for women, and he wanted to create opportunities for women in administration also. So we had separate programs when a lot of people did not. That particular AD left before I came, and then the AD, female AD who was here when I came, decided to go back to law school. And, you know, I thought, geez, you know, that's an opportunity, and I think I'd like to try that. So I was fortunate enough to get that job, and until the fall of '04, we had a men's AD and a women's AD.
Visiting with Kathleen Brassfield, the athletic director here at Angelo State. Okay, then you made the jump to running the entire show.
Right.
What was that process like?
Well, that was an interesting process. You know, really, I think the thing that changed the most for me was the connection with the student athletes changed, because it gave me an opportunity to get to know our men's student athletes better, but it also removed that coach relationship where you get to see young freshmen come in, grow as people. I still see that some, but I really miss that daily connection with the student athletes. And when I leave here, that's what I'm going to miss, is watching them grow up, mature, and seeing what they become. I'm proud of their accomplishments. I get a kick out of them, and I think they help you stay young, keep you open to new ideas and new concepts, and I think that's what I'm going to miss the most.
Now, you announced earlier this year that after all this time here at Angelo State, you would like to move on. So what kind of played into your decision there?
Well, you know, I'm 65, and as I looked around, I started to think about retiring. I've been thinking about it for a couple of years, and I'm not someone who sits around, so I really think of it as my next opportunity. But in about November, I decided that's really what I wanted to do. I feel like we're in a good place at Angelo State. I think that we have a great coaching staff. I think that whoever comes in, while they will have some challenges because of the reduction in state funding and the more demands on the local monies, I think we're in a good place. Great coaching staff. Football's going to be coming up. Softball, baseball, track, all of those sports are doing really well. Volleyball's doing great. So I just felt like it's the right time. And my friends always told me that you're going to get up one morning and you're going to know that's the right thing to do. And that's exactly what happened. So I'm excited about it. I have actually 22 more days left, and I'm going to make the most of it.
Well, what's the future hold for you?
Well, I think for the first month or two I'm going to play golf every day, but then I have some things in mind. I'm not someone who just wants to sit around. I will do some consulting work probably, and you know, athletics has been my whole life, and have a lot of people that I know and respect in the NCAA and at other universities, and so I'd kind of like to keep my foot in the door and work in some kind of consulting capacity.
Let's talk about your baseball team here at Angelo State. Really one of the newest members that you added here in the university just a few years ago.
Right.
And they've been very successful on the field.
True. I'm very proud of them. I think that Kevin Brooks has done a great job. He's a baseball maniac, and we have a new assistant coach, John Anderson. I think he's a great addition to our staff, and we have some great kids who have done a great job hitting wise, and our pitching has done well. You know, at our level, staying injury free is so critical to the success of your team and the playoff opportunities, and we've been fortunate enough this year not to have the injury bug, so that's a big part of Division II.
Now your Rams are playing for the championship this afternoon. What would it mean for the Rams to win it here? Kind of send you off on a high note, I guess.
That'd be great. You know, softball's got a conference championship. They'll be playing for the regional championship this weekend, and women's track just won a conference championship this past weekend, and baseball's won the regular season conference. So for them to win and get to advance to regionals, it'd be awesome. I mean, you know, who wants to go out not winning? So I could look back and say, oh, gee, look what they did, and I'd be excited about that.
Well, it's been a good year sports-wise, but thanks for coming on and joining me, and thanks for so much that you've done here at Angelo State. That's the athletic director here, Kathleen Brassfield. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much, and thanks for being here.
And we'll be right back here at Foster Field.
Angelo State University. Affordable, better, closer. With one of the lowest tuition and fee schedules in Texas, Angelo State is affordable for all. Recognized by the Princeton Review as one of the top 4 public universities in the state, ASU is better than you imagine. And Angelo State's central location in Texas makes it closer than you think. Enjoy the freedom to explore your interests, cultivate your talents, and shape your future at Angelo State University. From here, it's possible.
What makes WT Athletics unique?
I do.
I do.
I do. I do.
And so do you.
Yes, we have great facilities and championship programs, but it's the people that set us apart.
It's me and it's you.
Without our athletes and without our donors, we are just an organization. An organization without a cause.
Without a voice.
And without a purpose. Thank you for supporting the Buffalo Club.
For more information, please visit gobusgo.com.
Good afternoon and welcome to Foster Field as we are getting ready for first pitch from the Lone Star Conference Baseball Championship Tournament here between Angelo State and Tarleton State. This will be the 3rd time in this tournament. These two teams have played each other 7th time this season, but we will crown a champion here this afternoon at Foster Field. Well, last night featured a pitcher's duel and went into extra innings, and eventually Tarleton State won 2-0 in 11 innings over Angelo State, and we will do it again. And take a look at the brackets. Yesterday saw Abilene Christian eliminate Incarnate Word, and then Abilene Christian and Tarleton State played. And Texans were able to knock off the Wildcats. And then the final game last night for the first part of this championship, Tarleton State won 2-0. And here we are today to crown a champion. Getting ready for the national anthem here at Foster Field as the Tarleton State takes the field. We will take a quick break and be right back with first pitch between Tarleton State and Angelo State.
The LSC would like to thank the following corporate partners. Firestone, we keep your car running newer, longer. 3 shops, 1 stop, maintenance, repairs, and tires. Conference, providing conference calling for the Lone Star Conference. Shut Sports, official softball helmet of the Lone Star Conference. Alpha Graphics, providing printing solutions for the Lone Star Conference. My Sports Streams, providing fundraising solutions for Lone Star Conference member institutions. Bravo Health, community engagement partner of the Lone Star Conference. Adidas, official supplier of the Lone Star Conference. Jostens, official ring provider of the Lone Star Conference. Wilson, the official basketball of the LSC. In the Lone Star Conference, we're committed to respect, integrity, tradition, community, and academic excellence. Lone Star Conference, we're the one. Fans, don't forget to like the Lone Star Conference on Facebook. It's the best way to stay connected to all the latest information from around the league and join the conversation with other LSC fans. For an easy way to follow the latest happenings in the Lone Star Conference, be sure to follow the LSC on Twitter. Get scoring updates, event reminders, and breaking news when you follow the Lone Star Conference on Twitter.
Welcome back, Graham Doty here at Foster Field. Tarleton State, the home team this afternoon. Angelo State, the visitors. Now let's take a look at the Rams starting lineup. Zach Cohen, the shortstop, is the leadoff batter. Quade McKinnon at first. Behind him, batting third, Toby Simler, the third baseman. The cleanup hitter today is the DH Brett Parsons. Playing center field, batting fifth is Lee Newman. Ryan Gear, the left fielder, batting sixth. Doug Snover is hitting seventh at second base. The catcher, Andrew Lacombe, batting eighth. Tate Allison bats last, the right fielder. Here's the starting lineup for Tarleton State this afternoon. Ryan Small, the second baseman, leads things off. Andrew Wolf at center field. Batting third is Blake Seguero, the DH. First baseman, Gary Hardy, is batting fourth. Jonathan Schmitz, the catcher, hitting fifth. Landon Thompson, the third baseman, batting sixth. Chris Patton in the seventh spot in left field. Ty Crump, the right fielder, batting eighth. The shortstop, Evan Robinson, is batting ninth. Starting pitcher for Tarleton State, Matt Buckmaster, gets the nod here for the Texans, a junior from Holiday, Texas, facing off against Zach Cohen. First pitch, strike to Cohen. Buckmaster started just a few days ago on Sunday against Incarnate Word. He threw 6 innings, allowed 4 hits, 2 runs. He had 8 strikeouts and only 2 walks against the Cardinals. 1 ball, 1 strike to Cohen. But each of these teams will be throwing starters on short rest this afternoon. Buckmaster's pitch is lifted in the air pretty deep towards right field. Ty Crump ranging over to his left makes the catch, 1 down.
One away now for the first baseman, number 31, Quade McKinnon.
That brings up Quade McKinnon, batting .350 this year, 3 home runs, 46 RBIs. First pitch hits the outside corner, strike 1. The numbers this year for Buckmaster, 6 wins, 1 loss, an ERA of 3.58. Making his 14th start today. He has thrown 70 1/3 innings, allowed 83 hits, 36 runs. 28 of those runs are earned, 56 strikeouts, and 24 walks this year for Matt Buckmaster. He's in front, 0-2 to McKinnon. Takes that one low and away for ball 1. One-two is bounced right at the shortstop. Robinson throws a dart over. 2 away. Brings up Toby Simler, the third baseman. Simler this year, third on the team with a .359 average, 3 home runs, 39 RBIs. Buckmaster pitched 2 years at Pears Community College. Went 5-3 in 72 innings last year with 56 strikeouts and 16 walks at Pears Community College. The 1-0 pitch to Simler evens the count, 1-1. Tarleton State led by their head coach Brian Conger, 4th year as the head coach for the Texans. Angelo State led by Kevin Brooks in his 8th season as the head coach. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Toby Simler. Defensively for the Texans from left field to right, Chris Patton, Andrew Wolf, Ty Crump. Third to first, Landon Thompson, Evan Robinson, Ryan Small, Garrett Hardy. 1-2 pitch, a high chopper to Robinson is short. Throws another bullet over. And the Rams go down 1-2-3 in the top half of the first. We are scoreless as we move to the bottom of the first. This is the Lone Star Conference on FoxSportsSouthwest.com.
What is Javelina Pride? It's learning by doing research. It's tailgating before the big game. It's being part of a world-respected engineering program. Texas A&M University Kingsville, the home of Javelina pride. Find out more at tamuk.edu.
Welcome back, Graham Doty here at Foster Field for the Lone Star Conference Tournament Championship. We are scoreless between the Texans and the Rams. You're looking at the starter this afternoon for Angelo State, Michael Lange, making his second start in this tournament. He pitched on the 5th against Abilene Christian. He went 6 innings, 5 hits, a run, 3 strikeouts, no walks. For Michael Lange in this tournament against the Wildcats just a couple of days ago on the 5th. Lange is a junior from Columbus, Nebraska, pitched 2 years at Gateway Community College. He is a first-team all-conference selection this year in the Lone Star Conference. His numbers this year, 8 wins, 0 losses, making his 12th start today, a 3.12 ERA. Lange has pitched 60 2/3 innings, allowed 60 hits, 27 runs, 21 of those runs earned, 43 strikeouts, and only 10 walks this year for Lange. Ryan Small, who's been huge for the Texans in this tournament, leads things off. Championship game here. 7th time this season these two teams have played each other. The pitch drops in, strike 1. Each team has beat the other one 3 times. In the regular season, games were played at Tarleton on April the 13th through the 15th. The pitch is away, 1-1 to Ryan Small. During the regular season, they split at Tarleton. In this tournament on the 7th, Angelo State smoked the Texans 16-0. That ball is lifted towards right field. Allison has all day to camp underneath it. 1 down. Brings up Andrew Wolf. Angelo State does have the advantage in this series all time, 25-10 all time versus the Texans, 3-1 all time in this tournament. First pitch, a big swing and miss from Andrew Wolf. Wolf batting .317, no homers and 34 RBIs. The 0-1, high and away, 1-1. Tarleton State has won the championship 2 times, 5th time here to make it to the finals. Angelo State, this is their 4th championship appearance. The Rams have only won this tournament once, back in 2007 when they advanced to the World Series. 2-2 the count now to Andrew Wolf. Wolf is a senior from Dripping Springs, Texas. Honorable mention, Lone Star Conference this year. 2-2 pitch. Check swing, it's bounce foul. Stays 2-2. Well, the key to this game is how long will both of these starters be able to last. And Michael Lange and Matt Buckmaster. Whoever goes the longest will have the best chance to win today. There's a diving stop by Snover at second, no third, and an infield single by Andrew Wolf. It wasn't hit very hard, but it was hit hard enough for the first base hit today.
Next up, the designated hitter number 7, Blake Silvero.
Brings up Blake Sagero, batting .327, 11 home runs, tops in the Lone Star Conference. Also has 38 RBIs. 1 out, 1 on. Sagero made the second team conference this year. Hits that one high and deep towards center field. Lee Newman still going back, and he makes the catch at the warning track. Unbelievable catch as Blake Sagero hit that towards the deepest part of the ballpark, but the wind is blowing in from center field, and it kept it in this park. Brings up Garrett Hardy. .327, 7 home runs, 39 RBIs. Bounces that one through the shortstop, Cohen. Flips it to Snover, and the inning is over. So in the bottom of the first, the Texans leave Andrew Wolf stranded on the bases. We are scoreless as we advance to the top of the second here in the Lone Star Conference Baseball Tournament Championship game. You're watching this on FoxSportsSouthwest.com.
The reason why I came to Texas A&M Commerce is because my home is in North Texas, out there by Plano and Frisco, and it's basically just an hour and a half away. I feel like track and field can relate to any major, whether you're a business major, education major, sociology major. I feel like track or any athletics teaches you the qualities, of leadership, which is very important inside the business world. It also gives you a lot of, ethics and values. It teaches you to be competitive, which you do have to be in the real world because everybody knows the real world is not easy. My major is marketing. So one of the things I've always wanted to do was work for either a magazine or some kind of a sports like the Dallas Mavericks, maybe the Cowboys, and be part of their marketing promotions team, and eventually work my way up to CEO level. One of my instructors I feel like have really made a difference was Jennifer Flanagan. Every time she comes to class, she's always energetic, ready to teach the class. She's always there for the students no matter what. I feel like I've always been a business-oriented person, so CEO and working for a marketing team has always been one of my dreams.
First pitch to the DH, Brett Parsons, strike one from Buckmaster. Parsons this season batting .357, 4 home runs and 42 RBIs. Swings and misses there for strike two. Tough day at the plate yesterday for Parsons. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts against the Texans. That was in large part due to Pete Perez. The 0-2 pitch is laced foul. Stays 0-2. Both pitchers yesterday were outstanding. Pete Perez pitched 9 innings, only had 2 walks and 8 strikeouts. Pete Perez has pitched 2 9-inning games here for Tarleton State in this tournament. 0-2 pitch off the plate. It's 1-2. Angelo State starter yesterday, Rick Moreno, went 7 innings, only allowed 4 hits, no runs, 3 strikeouts. It was a pitcher's duel yesterday. That one popped up for strike 2. Now it's up to Matt Buckmaster and Michael Lange to see who will win this tournament championship. Just got a piece of it. It stays 1-2. Parsons, a first-team all-conference selection. He was drafted by the Tampa Bay Rays. Spent 2 seasons playing for Texas A&M. Rips that one past a diving Robinson is short for a leadoff single for Parsons. There's the first base hit today for the Rams.
And with one of the rookies, center fielder 16, Lee Newman.
That brings up Lee Newman, the junior from Brenham, Texas. Batting .400, 7 home runs, and 45 RBIs. From the stretch, Buckmaster's first pitch drifts away for ball 1. Newman, the co-conference player of the year. Pretty much in the top 3 in every offensive category. A 1-0 pitch, he rolls it to third. Thompson goes to second for 1, but the shortstop Small bobbles it. Everybody is safe. Rather, the second baseman Small drops it. But Parsons safe at second. Newman aboard on first. An error given to Small. Small this year. His 17th error, and that brings up Ryan Greer, the left fielder. Top of the second, Graham Doty here at Foster Field for this championship game. Tarleton State has to beat the Rams twice. They did their part last night. Texans knocked off Angelo State 2-0 in a pitcher's duel. There's a bunt foul by Ryan Greer for strike 1. Greer batting .365, 6 home runs, 56 RBIs. Greer, the junior from Glendale, Arizona. First team all-conference selection. Buckmaster's 0-1 pitch showing bunt. This is a good one, hugging the line and just going foul as Thompson picks it up in foul territory. 0-2 now the count to Greer. Greer leads the Lone Star Conference in stolen bases. Played 2 years at Paradise Valley Community College, second team all-conference there. Paradise Valley Community College, Greer take them to the Junior College World Series. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Greer. Shows bunt again, and he just misses it outside. 1-2 to Greer. Landon Thompson playing around the edge of the grass over there at third, as is the first baseman, Garrett Hardy. Greer squares around again, pulls it back, and he's called out. Huge out there for Buckmaster. 1 down. Brings up Doug Snover, the second baseman. Early in this game, but a big moment. First pitch to Snover. He checks the swing. Went around for strike 1. Especially after the Rams did not score a run last night. But on the 7th, Angelo State torched Tarleton State 16-0 in a game that started at noon and ended around 10:30 at night. 2 separate weather delays in that game that lasted a total of 8 hours. 0-1 to Snover, hits it deep towards left field. Patton going back, he can't get there, it's over his head. Parson rounds third, he heads for home. Being held at third base is Newman. It's an RBI double for Doug Snover, and the Rams take the first lead today, 1-0 on the RBI double from Doug Snover. 13th double this year, 31st RBI. That run is unearned to Buckmaster. Just think that error, costly error by the second baseman. There's a bouncer through the left side. Newman scores. Snover rounds third. He heads for home. The throw's cut off, and a single that scores 2 runs for Andrew Lacombe. 3-0 Rams. Brian Conger out of the dugout here for Tarleton State, talking things over with Matt Buckmaster, who certainly has to be frustrated. He could very well be out of this inning. A double play possibility was bobbled by the middle infield for the Texans. So the inning continued, and now 3 runs on the board here. For Andrew Lacombe, that is his 37th and 38th RBIs this year. Brings up the number 9 batter, Tate Allison. 1 out, 1 on for Allison. Lifts that one in the air, out of play for strike 1. Allison this season batting .224, 4 home runs, 22 RBIs. .01, that ball's hit high and deep towards left field. Patton goes back, it is gone. The 5th home run this year for Tate Allison is a 2-run bomb. 5-0 Angelo State. A no-doubter from Tate Allison. Picks up his 23rd and 24th RBIs. Top of the order. Here's Zach Cohen. 0 for 1 with a fly out to right. Takes a first pitch strike. A couple of pitchers jogging down towards the bullpen for the Texans. Still only 1 out remains in the top of the 2nd. 1-1 to Cohen. Fouls that one off. 1-2. Cohen, the academic player of the year in the Lone Star Conference. Also the team captain. The career leader for the Rams and hit by pitches with over 30. High and away, the count is even, 2-2. Cohen played 2 years at Temple Community College. Led his team to the Junior College World Series. Swings and misses. He goes down on strike. Second strikeout for Matt Buckmaster. 2 down for Quade McKinnon.
2 away from the first baseman, number 31, Quade McKinnon.
There you see action in the left field line for the Texans. One 1-0 to Quade McKinnon, who's 0 for 1 with a ground out. 1-0 pitches, foul tipped. 1-1. It's just one of those things you have to wonder just how fresh some of these pitchers are, especially for Tarleton State with the amount of games they played. Tarleton State started on Saturday, defeated Texas A&M Kingsville 4-2. Then the Texans had to play a late game on Sunday against Incarnate Word. Texans won that one 3-2, but that game finished at about 1:30 in the morning. And then the Texans played on Monday, and they were basically here all day against Angelo State. That game started at noon and ended around 10:30 at night. Then Tarleton State had to play 2 games yesterday. 2-2 count now to Quade McKinnon. That's always the key to these tournaments. How much pitching depth does the team have? Full count to McKinnon. First full count for Buckmaster today. But Buckmaster throwing on short rest. His payoff pitch, a bouncer right back up the middle, squeezes through Ryan Small. A nice diving attempt by him, but it is a 2-out single for McKinnon, and the inning continues for the Rams. 5 hits, 5 runs here in the top of the second for Angelo State, and the 9th batter, Toby Simler, steps up to the plate here, 0 for 1 with a ground out. Ball drops in, strike 1 to Simler. Angelo State, #1 seed, hosting the Lone Star Conference tournament here at Foster Field for the first time ever. 1 ball, 1 strike to Simler. Regular season conference champions. Now the Rams are trying to add tournament champions as well. They've won this once back in 2007. 1-2 to Simler. Rams, if they win this thing, they would certainly make a strong case to be the #1 seed in the South Central Regionals. Right now, Central Missouri, the 1 seed, St. Mary's, the 2 seed. Those two teams play their conference tournaments starting tomorrow. Fouled off again, 1-2 to Simler. Central Missouri plays theirs in Kansas City. That is the MIAA tournament. St. Mary's playing in San Antonio. St. Mary's the #1 seed in the Heartland Conference tournament. 1-2 pitch, strike 3 called. Toby Simler goes down looking. All 3 outs in this inning are by strikeouts, but the Rams get 5 runs on 5 hits, highlighted by a 2-run bomb by Tate Allison. Angelo State 5, Tarleton State nothing. This is the Lone Star Conference on FoxSportsSouthwest.com.
I chose Division II because athletes graduate at a higher rate.
I can stay closer to home and be an important part of the community. I chose Division II because I can double major.
And take part in campus activities.
I chose Division II because classrooms are smaller.
Students have more time with their instructors.
And I can compete for a national championship. I chose Division II for all these reasons and more.
I chose Division II.
Welcome back, Graham Doty here at Foster Field. It's the bottom of the second. Texans now at the plate, down by 5 runs. First pitch strike to Jonathan Schmitz. 0-1 from Lange is skied high, out of play for strike 2. Schmitz this year for the Texans, batting .318, 2 home runs, 19 RBIs, 30 starts this year for a true freshman, Jonathan Schmitz. 1-2. Schmitz from College Station, Texas. One of 3 freshmen, true freshmen, that have played a great deal this year for head coach Brian Conger. 1-2, just off the plate, 2-2. Schmitz yesterday against Angelo State, 5 plate appearances, but he went 0 for 4 with a strikeout. He did have a sack bunt later in that game. Shoots one on the right side. Ducksnover is there, whips it over. Schmitz is retired.
Next up for Tarleton State, the third baseman, number 13, Landon Thompson.
Brings up Landon Thompson, the third baseman. Thompson, another one of those true freshmen from right here in Texas, batting .254, 4 home runs, 18 RBIs. Takes ball one there. 35 starts this year for Thompson. Rolls one foul, and the count is level 1-1. Thompson was the team captain of his high school squad. There's a line drive, bouncer rather, right to Cohen. He throws it over. Now 2 down. That ball just died right in front of the shortstop, Cohen.
2 down, that'll bring the left fielder, number 5, Chris Patton.
That'll bring up Chris Patton, the left fielder who missed all of last season. A sophomore from San Antonio. First pitch from Lange. Pops the mitt, strike one. Patton last night also batting 7th and in left field. 0 for 4 with a strikeout. That pitch runs inside, even 1-1. Neither team really hit a great deal yesterday because both starters pitched so well. Only runs came in the top of the 11th for the Texans. That ball is popped up, foul territory, third base side. 1-2 to Patton. Each of these teams, really 2 of the hottest teams coming into this tournament. Each had won 7 games in a row. There's a bouncer, just foul. Nice effort by Quaden McKinnon at first. You see him get up after diving after that ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, it stays to Patton. But Tarleton State had won their final 7 games of the regular season. Angelo State had won 8 in a row. Last night, that streak was snapped. They had a 10-game winning streak that was snapped last night by the Texans. 2-2 to Patton. The Texans preseason 2nd in the Lone Star Conference. They finished as the 5 seed. The 2-2, strike 3 call. The first strikeout for Michael Lange ends the bottom of the 2nd. And as we move to the top of the 3rd, it's 5-0. Angelo State on top of the Texans. This is the Lone Star Conference on FoxSportsSouthwest.com.
The LSC would like to thank the following corporate partners. Firestone, we keep your car running newer, longer. 3 shops, 1 stop, maintenance, repairs, and tires. AccuConference, providing conference calling for the Lone Star Conference. Shutt Sports, official softball helmet of the Lone Star Conference. Alpha Graphics, providing printing solutions for the Lone Star Conference. My Sports Streams, providing fundraising solutions for Lone Star Conference member institutions. Bravo Health, community engagement partner of the Lone Star Conference. Adidas, official supplier of the Lone Star Conference. Jostens, official ring provider of the Lone Star Conference. Wilson, the official basketball of the LSC. In the Lone Star Conference, we're committed to respect, integrity, tradition, community, and academic excellence. Lone Star Conference, we're the one. Fans, don't forget to like the Lone Star Conference on Facebook. It's the best way to stay connected to all the latest information from around the league and join the conversation with other LSC fans. For an easy way to follow the latest happenings in the Lone Star Conference, be sure to follow the LSC on Twitter. Get scoring updates, event reminders, and breaking news when you follow the Lone Star Conference on Twitter.
Five to nothing. Angelo State, Rams back at the plate. Graham Doty here at Foster Field for the Lone Star Conference tournament championship game. Buckmaster still on the mound. First pitch is fouled off from Parsons. Parsons really got things going in that second for the Rams. Led the inning off with a single. Later came home to score on an RBI double from Doug Snover. 0-1 from Buckmaster as a hanging curveball is lifted towards center field. Andrew Wolf has a beat on it, makes the catch, 1 away. Buckmaster might have gotten away with one there. That was a hanging curveball that Parsons just missed. Brings up Lee Newman. He reached on an error on what should have been a double play ball. Hit it to third. Landon Thompson threw it over to second base, and Ryan Small, the second baseman, just bobbled it and couldn't turn the double play, so everybody was safe. The inning continued, and the Rams ended up scoring 5 runs on 5 hits. That pitch runs inside. The count is even at a ball and a strike to Lee Newman. These two teams both hitting over 300 as a team. The Rams are second with 321, but they do have the second most runs, hits, doubles, most triples, third in home runs. Texans are first in home runs and fourth in team batting average. 3-1 count to Lee Newman. Newman, 2-time player of the week this year. Rolls that one to the shortstop. Robinson throws a laser over, and it goes wide. Hardy couldn't make the catch, and Newman goes down to second. The second error on the Texans here today. Hardy tried to stay on the bag and reach over and try to make that catch too far to his left, and the ball sailed into the dugout on the first base side. The Texans came into this tournament the second worst fielding percentage and the second most errors, and they already have 2 here this afternoon. First pitch to Ryan Greer, pops it up. This might be playable left side. The left fielder Patton over, as well as the third baseman Thompson. Nobody gets there, right around the tarp here at Foster Field. 0-1 to Greer. We had to use that tarp a couple days here. On Sunday and Monday, it absolutely poured here in San Angelo. Ryan Greer 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 1 out, 1 on. The 0-1. There's a bouncer through the right side of the infield. Newman gets held up at third as Ty Crump throws a laser back in the infield. A 1-out single for Greer, his first base hit. Newman goes to third base on the play. Brings up Doug Snover, who crushed an RBI double last time up. Snover reached base all 4 times last night against the Texans. He had 2 singles, reached on an error, and fielder's choice. Buckmaster, pitch gets past Schmitz, but he slides to the ball. Everybody stays put. 1 out, 2 runners on for Doug Snover. Snover, a senior from Tempe, Arizona. The 1-0 from Buckmaster's fouled off. The count's even 1-1. Snover made the academic Lone Star Conference team this year. second in the conference in stolen bases as well. Had 2 yesterday. Throw over. Greer gets back safely. But Snover originally attended Arizona State. He wanted to walk on the baseball team there. Played 2 years at Gateway Community College. Another throw over to first. Greer gets back to the bag safely. Got to be careful with Newman over there on third. You have to make a clean throw to first. A couple of days ago, Bryce Harper was able to steal home plate that very same play. Again, Greer gets back to the bag safely. But Cole Hamels was on the mound with Harper on third, runner on first. Hamels threw it over to first, and Harper broke towards home and was safe. A 1-1 pitch hits the outside corner, strike 2. And the reason Harper got on base that inning was Cole Hamels nailed him in the back and then later said he did it on purpose. Hamels eventually got suspended. The 1-2 pitch is a bloop shot that will drop in for a base hit. Newman scores from third. Greer goes to second. An RBI single for Doug Snover, his second RBI this afternoon. 6-0, Angelo State. Snover just got enough of it, and I mean just got enough of it, to kind of poke one over the first baseman Garrett Hardy's head. 1 out. Greer on second, Snover on first for Andrew Lacombe, who singled in the second and drove in 2 runs. Strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch high and away. 1-1. Lacombe, first team all-conference pick this year, swings and misses. He's down in the count 1-2. Lacombe played 2 years at Texas State, where he played in 30 games. A junior from Southlake, Texas. Runner-up finish in high school in the 5A state tournament. 1-2 pitch, runner goes. The ball is lifted in a shallow center field. Chris Patton comes charging in. It's the shortstop. Robinson makes it, flips it over for the double play. Lacombe pops into a 6-4 double play and then ends the top of the third, but 1 more run on the board for Angelo State. An RBI single from Doug Snover. 6-0, we go to the bottom of the third. Rams lead the Texans. This is the Lone Star Conference baseball tournament on Fox Sports
Angelo
Southwest.com.
State University. Affordable, better, closer. With one of the lowest tuition and fee schedules in Texas, Angelo State is affordable for all. Recognized by the Princeton Review as one of the top 4 public universities in the state, ASU is better than you imagine. And Angelo State's central location in Texas makes it closer than you think. Enjoy the freedom to explore your interests, cultivate your talents, and shape your future at Angelo State University. From here, it's possible.
8-9-1 batters for Tarleton State at the plate. Graham Doty here at Foster Field. Rams with a 6-run advantage. First pitch to right to Ty Crump, the right fielder. Crump batting 145, 1 home run, 10 RBIs, 17 starts this year. Crump last night 0 for 3 with a strikeout. He was hit by a pitch and scored a run in that 11th inning for the Texans, when the Texans went on to win, thanks in large part to Pete Perez and Britt Robertshaw. The 1-2 from Lange in the dirt, 2-2. Crump, a junior from McKinney, Texas. 2-2 pitch, high and tight, full count. Crump played 2 years at Grayson County Community College. His cousin Matt Smith played baseball for Texas Tech. All 4. First walk for Michael Lange this afternoon. And for the first time today, the Texans get the leadoff runner on base.
Next up, Tarleton State shortstop #1, Evan Robinson.
Brings up Evan Robinson. Robinson, a freshman from Flower Mound, Texas. From the stretch, first pitch from Lane showing bunt, popping one right into the back of the net. 0-1 to Robinson. Robinson batting .281, has started 49 games this season, 21 RBIs. Very good at dropping bunts. Top 30 in the nation at dropping bunts as Crump gets back to the bag safely. Crump over there at first, 4 of 5 this year and stolen bases. 0-1, Robinson not showing bunt, takes strike 2. Texans 35-15 last year. Lost 16 seniors on that team a year ago. Those 35 wins, a school record. Pitched low and away. 1-2. The Texans have a chance to break that this year. They would have to win today. And if they do win today, they would automatically qualify for the tournament. If not, they would have to cross their fingers and hope they get picked in the tournament. There's a bouncer towards the shortstop. Cohen flips it to second. The throw's not in time as Ty Crump just barely beats the throw. Crump aboard on second. Robinson with the infield single. Only the second base hit today for the Texans. Top of the order for Tarleton State, Ryan Small. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Small loves these situations, especially in this tournament. Last night he had 3 hits, but he hit the go-ahead RBI single in the 11th for the Texans last night. Bounces that one to third, pass similar, being held up. Bases will be loaded here as Ryan Greer throws one on the infield. But Ryan Small comes up big again. The bases are loaded. Nobody out for Tarleton State. Andrew Wolf coming up to the plate.
Now batting the center fielder #2, Andrew Wolf.
Back-to-back singles for the Texans. Brings up Andrew Wolf, who's 1 for 1. Wolf last night 1 for 5 with a single. Singled in the first, shoots that one in the air towards right. Will this be deep enough? Allison catches it, attacking from third, rather bluffing from third, is Crump. Nice throw by Tate Allison. The bases remain loaded. One down. The man who leads the conference in home runs at the plate, and Blake Seguero. Seguero last night 1 for 5. He's 0 for 1 today. He almost picked up his 12th home run back in the first. Hit one towards dead center field that was caught at the warning track by Lee Newman. 0-1 to Seguero, who's batting .327 with 38 RBIs. He can certainly trim into the 6-run Rams lead with a base hit right here. Swings and misses. 0-2. Seguero attended Cisco Community College, also San Diego State. .02 from Lange is bounced to third. This could be 2. Simler flips it over. The throw over from Snover is in time for the 5-4-3 double play. The Texans leave the bases loaded and don't get any runs here in the bottom of the third. Michael Lange gets out of a huge jam. 6-0 Angelo State. This is the Lone Star Conference on FoxSportsSouthwest.com.
Launch yourself into the future of technology at Eastern New Mexico University in Portales. When you experience the Eastern Way, you'll experience a state-of-the-art computer center, full access to the internet in classrooms and residence halls, college credit instructional TV courses in different cities and high schools, even student-produced programs on Eastern's own public radio and TV stations. For registration information or how to get launched aboard one of Eastern's 60 undergraduate and graduate majors, call 1-800-4-ENMU.
We strive for academic excellence. We believe in engaging our community. We're proud of our tradition. We exemplify respect on and off the field. We conduct ourselves with integrity, and we're committed to being the best. That's why we're the one. Lone Star Conference, we're the one.
6-0 Angelo State in front of Tarleton State. Graham Doty here at Foster Field for the Lone Star Conference tournament. Winner will win the championship. Number 9 batter, Tate Allison at the plate. Good day so far for Allison. Hit a home run in the second, but also made a great play in right field with the bases loaded. Ball was hit towards right field. He caught it, threw it towards home plate, and nobody was able to score or move up a base, keeping it 6-0. The 1-0 to Allison, rolls it foul. Might have fouled that off his foot a little bit as he's wobbling around the batter's box. 1 ball, 1 strike to Allison. Allison and his family moved to Egypt when he was 11 years old. 1-1 pitch is hit towards right field. Ty Crump going towards the line, makes the catch. 1 down, top of the order coming up here for Angelo State. Brings up Zach Cohen, who's 0 for 2, fly-out strikeout. Angelo State trying to win both the regular season, which they've already done. Now they're trying to win the tournament here in the Lone Star Conference. Big swing and a miss for strike 1 for Cohen. Angelo State have only won the tournament once back in 2007. They went on to the World Series that year as well. 0-1, there's a line drive into center field. Wolf comes charge again, can't get there. A one-out single for Zach Cohen, the first time he's been on board. That is hit number 8 for the Rams.
Next up, the first baseman, number 31, Quade McKinnon.
Brings up Quade McKinnon, 1 for 2 with a single today. Tarleton State has won this tournament twice. The 1-0 float, rather the first pitch floats in for strike 1 to McKinnon. McKinnon, a junior from Phoenix, Arizona. Throw over, Cohen gets back to the bag safely. 7 stolen bases this year for Cohen. He missed the almost the first month of the season this year. Hurt his foot. 0-1 pitch, there's a shot towards center field. That drops in for a base hit. Back-to-back singles to center field. Cohen goes to second, McKinnon aboard on first.
Back for the Rams, the third baseman, Toby Simler.
Brings up Toby Simler, the only Angelo State player to not reach base today. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. 1 out, 2 on for Simler here in the top of the 4th. First pitch to Simler, shoots it in the gap towards right field. Diving is Ty Crump, makes the catch, goes to second for the double play to win the top of the 4th. Unbelievable play by Ty Crump. 6-0 we go to the bottom of the 4th. This is the Lone Star Conference on FoxSportsSouthwest.com.
After visiting Incarnate Word, I decided that the coaching staff, the professors, and the atmosphere were all a great fit for me.
It's not often you get the opportunity to go over and play soccer in a different country, especially the United States.
I transferred to UIW after my first year because I felt like UIW gave me a better opportunity after I graduated college.
I hope to see you at the games this year. Go Cardinals.
What makes WT Athletics unique?
I do.
I do.
I do.
I do. And so do you.
Yes, we have great facilities and championship programs, but it's the people that set us apart.
It's me and it's you.
Without our athletes and without our donors, we are just an organization. An organization without a cause,
without a voice,
and without a purpose. Thank you for supporting the Buffalo Club.
For more information, please visit GoBuffsGo.com. Go Buffs!
6-0 Angelo State with the lead. Now playing defense as Michael Lange still on the mound here for the Rams, facing 4, 5, 6 batters for Tarleton State. Garrett Hardy, the first baseman, 0 for 1 this afternoon. Strike 1 to Hardy. Tate Allison out of the ballgame now in right field. Matt Reckheimer, the senior from Lubbock, Texas, now in right field. Allison appeared to be holding his lower back. Not quite sure what happened, but hopefully he's okay. But now Reckheimer out there in right field. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Second strikeout today for Lange. 1 down. Brings up Jonathan Schmitz, the catcher. Bounced out to second base. in the second. Takes one off the plate there for ball one. Schmitz yesterday 0 for 4 with a strikeout against Angelo State. Checks his swing, went around. The count's level 1-1. One pitch off the plate, 2-1. Winner of this game wins the Lone Star Conference Tournament Championship. And of course, also sports-wise, teams in the NBA trying to win the NBA World Championship. Clippers, Grizzlies play tonight in Memphis. Clippers 3-1 advantage over Memphis in that series. Miami back at home against the Knicks. Heat 3-1 lead in that series. 3-1 pitch, a slow roller to the shortstop. Cohen whips it over, 2 down.
The third baseman, number 13, Landon Thompson.
Thompson 0 for 2 with a ground out. Base is empty, 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. There's the first pitch strike to Thompson. Thompson 0 for 1 with a ground out. Major League Baseball tonight. Mets are at the Phillies as a slow roller to Snover. This should end the inning, and it does. Texans go down 1-2-3. That is now 5 in a row retired by Michael Lange. Rams in front of the Texans 6-0 as we advance to the top of the fifth. This is the Lone Star Conference on FoxSportsSouthwest.com.
I chose Division II because athletes graduate at a higher rate.
I can stay closer to home and be an important part of the community. I chose Division II because I can double major
And take part in campus activities.
I chose Division II because classrooms are smaller.
Students have more time with their instructors.
And I can compete for a national championship. I chose Division II for all these reasons and more.
I chose Division II.
What is Javelina Pride? It's learning by doing research. It's tailgating before the big game. It's being part of a world-respected engineering program. Texas A&M University Kingsville, the home of Javelina Pride. Find out more at tamuk.edu.
Welcome back to Foster Field. Graham Doty here at the ballpark in San Angelo. A picture-perfect day here for the championship game between Tarleton State and Angelo State. Rams with a 6-run lead right now. Brett Parsons, the DH, third plate appearance, leading things off here for Angelo State. 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. First pitch in there, strike one to Parsons. Matt Buckmaster still on the mound here for the Texans through 6 innings. Back on Sunday against Incarnate Word. Nips the outside corner, 0-2 to Parsons. Here's the 0-2. Sweeps away 1-2. But Cliff Lee returns tonight for the Phillies, coming back from the DL. Phillies look to avoid the 3-game sweep over the Mets. Mets trying to sweep their rivals on the road. Dodgers, Giants later tonight. Tim Lipscomb back on the mound for San Francisco. That ball runs inside. It's 2-2. That's the rubber game in that series, but Matt Kemp, a phenomenal season so far for the Dodgers. 2-2 low and away, the count is full. First full count today for Matt Buckmaster. The Dodgers, of course, brought earlier this year by Magic Johnson. Those are roller towards first. Hardy throws it to Buckmaster. Close play at first, but Buckmaster just barely beats Parsons to the bag. One down. Brings up Lee Newman. He's been on base twice. Both times he's reached on errors. First pitch from Buckmaster, big swing and a miss for strike one. The Rams leadoff batter has been retired in every inning except the second when the Rams offense exploded for 5 runs on 5 hits. Another swing and a miss for strike two to Newman. 7th time this season these two teams have played each other. Each team has beat the other team 3 times. 0-2 pitch upstairs, 1-2. But the Texans last night beat the Rams for the first time ever here in the Lone Star Conference tournament in a pitcher's duel. It was a fantastic game yesterday. 2-2 to Newman. Greer Newman has a 2-2 count. Strike 3 call. A fastball in the inside corner. Newman goes down looking. 4th strikeout for Buckmaster today.
And now 2 away from the left fielder, number 3, Ryan Greer.
Brings up Ryan Greer, who's 1 for 2 with a strikeout. The Rams have only gone down 1-2-3 once in the first. Ryan Greer, the Player of the Week on April 30th, just a few days ago, when he crushed 3 home runs and had 12 RBIs against Abilene Christian. Shoots that one foul for strike 2. But Greer, the junior from Glendale, Arizona. Oh, 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called again. Back-to-back strikeouts for Matt Buckmaster. The Rams go down 1, 2, 3, 5 strikeouts for Buckmaster. Angelo State still leading those 6-0 over the Texans. This is the Lone Star Conference on FoxSportsSouthwest.com.
The LSC would like to thank the following corporate partners. Firestone, we keep your car running newer, longer. 3 shops, 1 stop, maintenance, repairs, and tires. AccuConference, providing conference calling for the Lone Star Conference. Shutt Sports, official softball helmet of the Lone Star Conference. Alpha Graphics, providing printing solutions for the Lone Star Conference. My Sports Streams, providing fundraising solutions for Lone Star Conference member institutions. Bravo Health, community engagement partner of the Lone Star Conference. Adidas, official supplier of the Lone Star Conference. Jostens, official ring provider of the Lone Star Conference. Wilson, the official basketball of the LSC. In the Lone Star Conference, we're committed to respect, integrity, tradition, community, and academic excellence. Lone Star Conference, we're the one. Fans, don't forget to like the Lone Star Conference on Facebook. It's the best way to stay connected to all the latest information from around the league and join the conversation with other LSC fans. For an easy way to follow the latest happenings in the Lone Star Conference, be sure to follow the LSC on Twitter. Get scoring updates, event reminders, and breaking news when you follow the Lone Star Conference on Twitter.
Chris Patton leads the inning off for the Texans. Graham Doty here at Foster Field for the championship game. Angelo State 6, Tarleton State nothing. Pitch way off the plate to Patton. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. The 1-0 from Lange, that misses high for ball 2. Had a chance to sit down and talk with the athletic director for Angelo State, Kathleen Brassfield before this game started. Slow roller foul, 2-1. But if you watch the interview before the game, Kathleen Brassfield has been at Angelo State for over 30 years. Started off as the volleyball coach, was outstanding as the volleyball coach, then became the women's athletic director. That's a bouncer to the first baseman, McKinnon. Taps the bag, and Patton is retired. One down for Ty Crump.
Now batting the right fielder, number 17, Ty Crump.
But Kathleen Brassfield went on from the women's athletic director to being the athletic director. She's done a fantastic job here for the Rams. One of the newest programs for Angelo State is this baseball team. First year for the Rams, baseball-wise, was just 2005. And in their second year, they went to the World Series. Not too bad at all. Kathleen Brassfield has been phenomenal here at Angelo State. But she announced her retirement earlier this year. Hit right to similar third, the throw over, and Crump is retired, 5-3. 2 away for Evan Robinson. But Kathleen Brassfield did indeed announce her retirement. I asked her, what are you gonna do? She said, I'm gonna play golf and do a lot of fishing. She told me she just got her fishing license last week. She will be missed here at Angelo State. The 1-0 pitch to Robinson, drops a bunt, hugging the line. It goes foul, 1-1. 1-1 from Lange. Check swing off the bat of Robinson for strike 2. One-two pitch on the way. Swing on and miss. Strike 3. Third strikeout today for Michael Lange, and he has retired the last 8 batters that he has faced. 6-0 Angelo State leading the Texans. We'll be back with the top of the 6th. This is the Lone Star Conference on FoxSportsSouthwest.com. Welcome back to Foster Field. Angelo State at the plate with a 6-run advantage. Both starters still on the mound here on short rest for both of these teams, but there also is action in both bullpens as well. Let's see how much longer each of these starters will go. Doug Snover bunts one up right into the glove of the pitcher, Buckmaster. 1 pitch and 1 out, and Buckmaster has retired 5 in a row.
And up for the Rams, the catcher number 32, Andrew Lacombe.
Brings up Andrew Lacombe, the catcher. 0 for 1. A single that drove in 2 runs back in the second. And then he bounced into a double play in the third. That ball floats away for ball 1. Well, the Rams went 1-2-3 in the first. The big inning so far, the 5-run second inning for Angelo State. That ball shot towards right field. It's fair. Rolls all the way to the corner. Lacombe cruises towards second and will stop there with a stand-up double with 1 out. His second base hit today. And that is double number 12 this year for Lacombe.
Next up for the Rams, the right fielder number 2, Matt Reckhammer.
This brings up Matt Reckhammer, who came in for Tate Allison. Allison, good day so far. 1 for 2 with a home run. Had a nice play in right field. First pitch swinging from Reckhammer, a slow roller to Hardy. Hardy underhands it to Buckmeister for the second out. Lacombe goes to second to third on the play. Top of the order coming up here for Angelo State.
And the left fielder for Angelo State, the shortstop number 21, Zach Cohen.
Zach Cohen played appearance number 4. He's 1 for 3 with a single. As another run just 90 feet away. That pitch hits the outside corner, strike 1. Cohen made the honorable mention team this year. That pitch way outside. The count's level, 1-1. Cohen was a second-team Lone Star Conference last year when he played in 47 games, batting .382 with 32 RBIs. A year ago, a team-leading 48 runs scored. Got off to a slow start because he started off this year with an injury. Now he's just now starting to get back to form. 2-1 pitch, upstairs, 3-1. No walks today for Matt Buckmaster. He's in jeopardy of putting runners on the corners here with 2 outs in the 6th. Here's the 3-1. That's exactly what Buckmaster does, a 5-pitch walk to Cohen. Here comes Quade McKinnon.
And the first baseman number 31, Quade McKinnon.
McKinnon has had an unbelievable tournament, but he has to wait as Coach Conger comes out on the mound, as well as the entire infield. There you see Coach Conger asking Buckmaster, how do you feel? Big spot in this game. 2 outs, runners on the corner. Buckmaster stays in. But McKinnon, 2 singles and a ground out today. He's been deadly in this tournament. Last night, he had 2 walks against the Texans. He had 5 RBIs in a game earlier this tournament. The pitch pops the mitt for strike 1. But Quade McKinnon has certainly made the case to be named to the tournament team. A 0-1 pitch off the plate away, 1-1. But against Tarleton State in that 16-0 game, Quade McKinnon was on base 5 times with 3 runs scored. A throw over. Everybody is safe. Lacombe is on third. Cohen is aboard on first. 1-1 pitch. Bounce right to the second baseman, Small. He takes it himself, taps second base. The inning is over. Angelo State leaves runners on the corners. Here in the top of the sixth, they're still in front by 6 over the Texans. We'll be back with the bottom of the sixth, championship on the line. This is the Lone Star Conference on FoxSportsSouthwest.com.
Angelo State University. Affordable, better, closer. With one of the lowest tuition and fee schedules in Texas, Angelo State is affordable for all. Recognized by the Princeton Review as one of the top 4 public universities in the state, ASU is better than you imagine. And Angelo State's central location in Texas makes it closer than you think. Enjoy the freedom to explore your interests, cultivate your talents, and shape your future at Angelo State University. From here, it's possible.
I chose Division II because athletes graduate at a higher rate.
I can stay closer to home and be an important part of the community. I chose Division II because I can double major.
And take part in campus activities.
I chose Division II because classrooms are smaller.
Students have more time with their instructors.
And I can compete for a national championship. I chose Division II for all these reasons and more.
I chose Division II.
Michael Lange, afternoon is done. Lange goes 5 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 3 strikeouts, and 1 walk for Michael Lange. Certainly put himself in position to pick up his 9th victory this season. But the new pitcher on the mound is Mike Weatherly, a junior for Angelo State. Weatherly facing the top of the order, Ryan Small. The numbers this year for Weatherly: 3.38 ERA, 5 wins, 3 losses, making his 25th appearance, 32 innings, first pitch swinging, hit out of play for strike 1. Weatherly has allowed 28 hits, 12 runs, all earned, 43 strikeouts, 16 walks allowed this year for Weatherly. 0-1 pitch from Weatherly. Ryan Small bunts 1 foul for strike 2. Small 1 for 2 with a single this afternoon. Only 3 hits for the Texans. All singles. But Mike Weatherly pitched last night against the Texans. Didn't pitch but 2/3 of an inning. But he allowed 3 hits, 2 runs, and a strikeout. 0-2 falls away. It's 1-2. But Weatherly was the pitcher that allowed the 2 runs in the 11th to let Tarleton State come away with that 2-0 victory. 1-2 pitch hit high and deep in the air, should be playable for Newman. Ranges over to his right. 1 down.
Next up for Tarleton State, the center fielder number 2, Andrew Wolf.
That will bring up Andrew Wolf, the center fielder, 1 for 2 with a single this afternoon. Let's take a look at how these two teams got here. For Tarleton State, on Saturday, defeated Texas A&M Kingsville, the 2 seed, 4-2. And then on Sunday, that very long game against Incarnate Word, Texans won 3-2. They were down in that game 2-0 in the 7th, but they had the bases loaded, and Ryan Small hit a double that cleared the bases, and the Texans were able to hold on with a 3-2 victory. Then the Texans were in action on Monday in that game that took all day against Angelo State. First pitch was noon. We finished that game around 10:30 at night between those two teams. We had 2 separate weather delays for a total of 8 hours. And then yesterday, the Texans defeated Abilene Christian to eliminate them and had to bounce right back to play Angelo State. And the Texans defeated Angelo State last night 2-0 in that wonderful pitcher's duel. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Wolf. 1 out, base is empty. Swung on and missed in the dirt. Lacombe throws it down to first. Another strikeout, number 4 total for Angelo State. That's the first for Weatherly. Brings up Blake Salguero, 0 for 2, grounded into a double play, flew out to center. First pitch, it's past the catcher Lacombe for ball 1. Now Angelo State hasn't played as much or as often as Tarleton State in this tournament. On Saturday, the Rams knocked off Abilene Christian 11-1. And on Sunday, Angelo State eliminated West Texas A&M 12-5. And then Angelo State has played Tarleton State twice. 16-0 victory on Monday. Dropped the game last night 2-0. Here's the 2-0 pitch, is ripped towards the gap in left center field. Greer and Newman go back, bounces off the wall. Salguero trots into second base with a stand-up double. That ball was smoked by Salguero. He's hit the ball very hard today. That's his 13th double this season. Remember back in the first, Salguero hit it all the way to center field, but Newman made the catch at the warning track. Any other part of the ballpark, that shot might have been gone. 2 outs, runner in scoring position for Garrett Hardy, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. First pitch from Weatherly is hit a mile in the air towards shallow center field. The shortstop Cohen and second baseman Snover there, but it's the center fielder Newman that makes the catch. I'm not sure Cohen or Snover could locate it with the way the sun is shining this afternoon, but Newman, a long way to run, makes the catch, and again, the Texans leave a runner stranded in scoring position. It's 6-0, Rams in front. This is the Lone Star Conference on FoxSportsSouthwest.com.
The LSC would like to thank the following corporate partners. Firestone, we keep your car running newer, longer. 3 shops, 1 stop, maintenance, repairs, and tires. AccuConference, providing conference calling for the Lone Star Conference. Shutt Sports, official softball helmet of the Lone Star Conference. Alpha Graphics, providing printing solutions for the Lone Star Conference. My Sports Streams, providing fundraising solutions for Lone Star Conference member institutions. Bravo Health, community engagement partner of the Lone Star Conference. Adidas, official supplier of the Lone Star Conference. Jostens, official ring provider of the Lone Star Conference. Wilson, the official basketball of the LSC. In the Lone Star Conference, we're committed to respect, integrity, tradition, community, and academic excellence. Lone Star Conference, we're the one. Fans, don't forget to like the Lone Star Conference on Facebook. It's the best way to stay connected to all the latest information from around the league and join the conversation with other LSC fans. For an easy way to follow the latest happenings in the Lone Star Conference, be sure to follow the LSC on Twitter. Get scoring updates, event reminders, and breaking news when you follow the Lone Star Conference on Twitter.
To the top of the 7th we go. Graham Doty here at Foster Field. Rams at the plate with a 6-run lead. The third baseman, Toby Simler, at the plate for the fourth time this afternoon. Takes a pitch inside, ball one. Simler 0 for 3, ground out, strikeout. Then he flew out to right field, which eventually turned into a double play. He crushes that one towards center field. Andrew Wolf tracks it down. One away. Brett Parsons at the plate. 1 for 3, a single and a run scored today. Parsons first team all conference. Strike one of Parsons. Parsons is an athletic guy from the Woodlands, Texas. Was the quarterback of his high school team. Shoots that one foul for strike two. Parsons played 2 years in College Station for Texas A&M. Appeared in 56 games for the Aggies. He's been drafted. He was drafted by the Tampa Bay Rays. 0-2 pitch, strike three call. 3 pitches, and Buckmaster fans Parsons. Strikeout number 7 today. Strikeout number 6 for Buckmaster. Base is empty for the co-conference player of the year, Lee Newman. Takes one in the dirt for ball one. High and away, 2-0. Newman has been on base twice, both by errors. Also 2 runs scored. Struck out in the 5th. 2-0 offering. A curveball that loops a little bit too much outside for ball 3. A green light on the 3-0, hit pretty deep towards left field, but Chris Patton is there, and he makes the catch. Rams go down 1-2-3. Lee Newman got the green light on 3-0. Rams still in front, 6-0, but it's time to stretch here at Foster Field. This is the championship game in the Lone Star Conference Baseball Tournament. You're watching on FoxSportsSouthwest.com.
The reason why I came to Texas A&M Commerce is because my home is in North Texas, out there by Plano and Frisco, and it's basically just an hour and a half away. I feel like track and field can relate to any major, whether you're a business major, education major, sociology major. I feel like track or any athletics teaches you the qualities, of leadership, which is very important inside the business world. It also gives you a lot of, ethics and values. It teaches you to be competitive, which you do have to be in the real world because everybody knows the real world is not easy. My major is marketing. So one of the things I've always wanted to do was work for either a magazine or some kind of a sports like the Dallas Mavericks, maybe the Cowboys, and be part of their marketing promotions team, and eventually work my way up to CEO level. One of my instructors I feel like have really made a difference was Jennifer Flanagan. Every time she comes to class, she's always energetic, ready to teach the class. She's always there for the students no matter what. I feel like I've always been a business-oriented person, so CEO and working for a marketing team has always been one of my dreams.
Five, 6, 7 at the plate in this inning for the Texans. There's a big swing and a miss from Jonathan Schmitz for strike one. 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts today. Hits that one pretty deep towards left field, and Ryan Greer at the wall makes the catch. We have seen a lot of hard hit balls this afternoon, but the wind is blowing in from center field, kind of keeping everything in the ballpark. Schmitz hit it hard, but one down. Brings up Landon Thompson. Against Abilene Christian yesterday, Thompson 2 for 4, 2 singles, an RBI, and a run scored. Thompson 0 for 4 yesterday with 2 strikeouts against Angelo State. The 0-1 from Weatherly. There's a hard hit ball, drops for a base hit in the left field. A 1-out single for Thompson. Only the 5th hit this afternoon for the Texans.
Next up, left fielder number 5, Chris Patton.
Tarleton State, they've certainly had some chances. Left the bases loaded in the 3rd. Left a runner stranded on 2nd last inning. Blake Seguero ripped a 2-out double, but was left stranded there. Brings up Chris Patton. He pops one up foul. Toby Simler watches it land into the grandstands here at Foster Field. 0-1 to Patton. Searching for his first hit. Gorgeous day here in San Angelo. Temperatures are outstanding as well. It's not very hot at all after all the rain that we've had in the area. 0-1 pitch downstairs, 1-1. But it poured here on Sunday and Monday. And the athletic director here at Angelo State, Kathleen Brassfield, says that was the first time it's rained in 6 weeks here in San Angelo. 1-1 pitch is bounced right to the first baseman McKinnon, throws to second for 1. The throw over from Cohen, not in time, as Chris Patton was able to beat it out.
Next up, the right fielder number 17, Ty Crump.
Brings up Ty Crump, the right fielder. 0 for 1 with a walk and a ground out. Crump's last hit came yesterday in the first game against Abilene Christian when he went 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Strike on the outside corner, strike 1. But Crump yesterday went 0 for 3 against the Rams. Tarleton State running out of outs. In the bottom of the 7th, down by 6 runs. Nice scoop by Andrew Lacombe, the catcher. Count is even at a ball and a strike. Ty Crump, a junior from McKinney, Texas. Trying to spark a 2-out rally here for the Texans. The 1-1 pitch, a slow roller right side. Snover ranges over, throws it over, and the inning is over. Tarleton State got a 1-out single from Landon Thompson for the only hit. Runner left stranded on first. It's 6-0 as we head to the top of the 8th. Rams in front. This is the Lone Star Conference on FoxSportsSouthwest.com.
After visiting Incarnate Word, I decided that the coaching staff, the professors, and the atmosphere were all a great fit for me.
It's not often you get the opportunity to go over and play soccer in a different country, especially the United States.
I transferred to UIW after my first year because I felt like UIW gave me a better opportunity after I graduated college.
I hope to see you at the games this year. Go Cardinals.
Leading up the end of the Angelo State Rams, the left fielder number 3, Ryan Greer.
Matt Buckmaster on the mound here still for the Texans in the top of the 8th. 6-0 Angelo State. Graham Doty here at Foster Field. Ryan Greer 1 for 3. A pair of strikeouts and a single. Swings and misses for strike 1. Greer first team Lone Star Conference this year. Now down in the count, 0-2. Found out at the banquet that he was first team before this tournament started. 0-2 pitch, a bloop shot in a center field, drops in for a base hit. 11 hits on the afternoon for the Rams, second for Greer.
Next up, second baseman number 6, Doug Snover.
Snover's had a great day at the plate, 2 for 3. Single, double, a couple of RBIs. First pitch swung on and missed. Strike 1. A throw over as Buckmaster lobs it over. Greer gets back to the bag safely. 29 stolen bags this year for Greer. Tops in the conference. Oh-1 is sliced foul. 0-2. Buckmaster over the century mark and pitches, throwing on short day's rest. He threw on Sunday in the victory over Incarnate Word. Throws it over to first. Greer again gets back to the bag safely. The big inning was the second when the Rams put 5 runs on the board on 5 hits. 0-2 pitch, strike 3. Another strikeout for Buckmaster. He has 7 today, 1 down for Andrew Lacombe.
Next up, the catcher number 32, Andrew Lacombe.
But really in that second inning, Brett Parsons led it off with a single. Then Lee Newman hit one to third. Landon Thompson threw it over to second. And Ryan Small just took his eyes off the baseball for a split second and dropped it. What would have been a double play, but everybody was safe. Parsons was safe on second. Newman was safe on first. Then Doug Snover hit a double that scored Parsons. And then 4 more runs followed. Runner goes here. That ball is slapped foul. 0-1 to Lacombe. 2 for 3 tonight for Andrew Lacombe. A single, double. He has driven in a couple of runs as well. Angelo State had their 10-game winning streak snapped last night. 0-1 pitch is hammered into center field. Wolf goes back, makes the catch. 2 down. Brings up the number 9 batter, Matt Reckheimer. 0 for 1, grounded out back in the 6th in his first plate appearance. He came in for Tate Allison. Redkemmer batting .235. No home runs or RBIs. Take strike one. But Angelo State certainly making a strong case to be the top seed in the South Central region. But they have to wait and see what St. Mary's and Central Missouri does. Each of those teams starts their conference tournaments tomorrow. Central Missouri and Kansas City for the MIAA. St. Mary's, the #1 seed. That ball's bounced to first. Hardy there and will barely beat Redkemmer to the bag for the third and final out. So a leadoff single from Ryan Greer goes to waste in the top of the 8th. But Angelo State still in front 6-0 as we move to the bottom of the 8th here at Foster Field. This is the Lone Star Conference on FoxSportsSouthwest.com.
The LSC would like to thank the following corporate partners. Firestone, we keep your car running newer, longer. 3 shops, 1 stop, maintenance, repairs, and tires. AccuConference, providing conference calling for the Lone Star Conference. Shutt Sports, official softball helmet of the Lone Star Conference. Alpha Graphics, providing printing solutions for the Lone Star Conference. My Sports Streams, providing fundraising solutions for Lone Star Conference member institutions. Bravo Health, community engagement partner of the Lone Star Conference. Adidas, official supplier of the Lone Star Conference. Jostens, official ring provider of the Lone Star Conference. Wilson, the official basketball of the LSC. In the Lone Star Conference, we're committed to respect, integrity, tradition, community, and academic excellence. Lone Star Conference, we're the one. Fans, don't forget to like the Lone Star Conference on Facebook. It's the best way to stay connected to all the latest information from around the league and join the conversation with other LSC fans. For an easy way to follow the latest happenings in the Lone Star Conference, be sure to follow the LSC on Twitter. Get scoring updates, event reminders, and breaking news when you follow the Lone Star Conference on Twitter.
Leading up the bottom of the 8th for Tarleton State, the shortstop #1, Evan Robinson.
Welcome back, Graham Doty here at Foster Field. It's the bottom of the 8th. Rams leading by 6. And the #9 batter, Evan Robinson, at the plate, takes one high and tight for ball 1. Robinson 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout this afternoon. Winner of this game wins the Lone Star Conference Tournament Championship. That pitch sweeps away for ball 2. The 2-0 pitch downstairs, 3-0. Weatherly hasn't walked anybody. Only 1 walk in this game. Starting pitcher Michael Lange walked Ty Crump to lead things off in the 3rd. That's the only walk we've had for Angelo State. 3-0 pitch hits the outside corner for strike 1. But Michael Lange working on his 3rd inning since coming in for Lange. 3-1 pitch is rolled to 3rd. Simler bows it over high. Nice job by McKinnon. Makes the catch. 5-3 put out, retires Robinson. Here comes the top of the order.
Line turns over the rim, the second baseman #8, Ryan Small.
Small 1 for 3, a single, 2 flyouts. Small has had such a great tournament for the Texans. He's deadly when there's runners on the bases. Not a lot of hits today for the Texans, only 5. 4 of those singles. That ball is hit high in the air towards right center field. Newman makes the catch as he glides to his left, 2 down.
And with 2 away, we're going to be center fielder #2, Andrew Wolf.
Andrew Wolf, 4th plate appearance, 1 for 3 with a single. Tarleton State went 1, 2, 3 in the 2nd, 4th, and 5th. That ball past the diving McKinnon at first. There's a 2-out base knock for Wolf. Base hit number 6 this afternoon for Tarleton State.
Now batting the designated hitter number 7, Blake Silguero.
Silguero at the plate has hit the ball hard every time this afternoon. 1 for 3 with a double. A super deep fly out towards center field. The runner goes to second. The throw, he's safe. Now breaking for third is Andrew Wolf, and he gets there standing up. So the first run of the ball game just 90 feet away here for the Texans. 2 outs for Blake Silguero to work with. Heads up base running by Andrew Wolf. Weatherly's first pitch is hit in the air towards right field. Reckhammer goes back at the warning track, makes the catch at the wall, and the inning is over. We have played 8 full innings. Angelo State on top 6-0 over Tarleton State. We'll be back with the 9th here at Foster Field. This is the Lone Star Conference on FoxSportsSouthwest.com. To the 9th we go. Graham Doty here at Foster Field. Angelo State 6-0 advantage over Tarleton State. Rams are attempting to win their 2nd tournament championship, first since 2007. First pitch is crushed towards left center field. Andrew Wolf makes the catch. 1 down. Matt Buckmaster still on the mound here for Tarleton State. He's been solid. He does have 7 strikeouts. Has 1 walk, but he just gave up 5 runs on 5 hits in that 2nd inning. That's been the biggest difference. Strike 1 to Quade McKinnon, who's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. 0-1 pitch, strike 2. But Angelo State, regular season Lone Star Conference champions. First time ever this tournament has been held here at Foster Field. That ball is bounced foul. Stays 0-2. It has just been a magical season so far for Kevin Brooks. 8 years as the head coach here at Angelo State. He played baseball at Baylor. That ball is popped up. It remains 0-2. That ball is crushed towards right field. Ty Crump goes back, squares up and makes the catch, backpedaling for the 2nd out.
Two down for the third baseman, number 7, Toby Simler.
Brings up Toby Simler. 0 for 4 with a strikeout. 2 outs here in the top of the ninth. Rams leading by 6. Strike one on the outside corner. Just a gorgeous day to be at the ballpark here at Foster Field in San Angelo. That pitch in the dirt for ball 1. A 1-1 has bounced to third. Third baseman Thompson can't handle it. Simler is aboard with 2 outs. The third error this afternoon against the Texans. The second on Thompson at third. 21 errors this year for Thompson. New batters, Brett Parsons. Swings and fouls off the first pitch. Parsons 1 for 4 with a single and a run scored. Fly out, ground out, strikeout. Each of the schools here in the Lone Star Conference has really cool and unique traditions. One of them I talked about earlier in this tournament was the gum tree here at Angelo State. There's a gum tree here. The students from the bottom all the way to the top covered in gum. Legend has it, an Angelo State student was trying to propose to his girlfriend, took out his gum, put it on the tree. She said yes. The rest is history. I wonder what it's like when it rains like it has been the past couple of days here in San Angelo. 1-2 pitch to Parsons. There's a rocket foul. First base side. Remains 1-2. Tarleton State, their students and their fans, look at their students dress up as the Purple Poos. Wear scream masks, show up at a lot of the sporting events for the Texans. There's a 1-2 off the plate. It's 2-2. But those are just 2 of the unique things here in the Lone Star Conference. This has been a fantastic baseball tournament so far. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Hit weakly in the air. This is playable for Thompson at third. Just out of his reach, though, as he got close to the wall, right around the dugout. It stays 2-2. Parsons at the plate here, first team all-conference. Was on a high school team that won the 2006 Texas 5A state championship. They went 38-1. 2-2 pitch, runs outside. The count is full. This is only the first full count today for Buckmaster. Here's his payoff pitch. Runner goes. It's bounced to the second baseman, Small, who throws it over to first. And the top of the ninth is in the books. And Tarleton State is down to their final 3 outs. Rams in front of the Texans, 6-0. This is the Lone Star Conference on FoxSportsSouthwest.com.
Angelo Angelo State University. Affordable, better, closer. With one of the lowest tuition and fee schedules in Texas, Angelo State is affordable for all. Recognized by the Princeton Review as one of the top 4 public universities in the state, ASU is better than you imagine. And Angelo State's central location in Texas makes it closer than you think. Enjoy the freedom to explore your interests, cultivate your talents, and shape your future at Angelo State University. From here, it's possible.
It's the bottom of the ninth. Graham Doty here at Foster Field. Tarleton State has 3 outs remaining. 4, 5, 6 batters at least in this inning for the Texans. It's Garrett Hardy, the first baseman, who's 0 for 3, leading things off. First pitch, he crushes into right field. That drops in for a base hit. A leadoff single for Hardy. New pitcher on the mound here for the Rams is Craig Blair. Blair is a senior from Pflugerville, Texas. On the season for Blair, 4.72 ERA, no wins or losses. 14th appearance this afternoon. 13 in the third innings, allowed 15 hits, now 16 hits after that single. 13 runs, 7 of those runs earned, 8 strikeouts, 4 walks. The 1-0 pitch to Schmitz, fights it off. The count is level, 1-1. So Michael Weatherly comes in the 6th and pitches 3 innings, allowing 3 hits and no runs. 1 strikeout for Weatherly, 0 walks. The 1-1 pitch fouled off, almost hit Schmitz, but it's a 1-2 count. Tarleton State came from behind against Incarnate Word to eliminate them. And there's a strikeout from Craig Blair. Schmitz goes down swinging for the first out.
And away they bring up third baseman number 13, Landon Thompson.
5th strikeout total for Rams pitchers today. That brings up Landon Thompson, 1 for 3 with a single. Angelo State just 2 outs away from claiming their first tournament title since 2007. If they hold on, they would certainly make a very strong case to be the top seed in the South Central region. Here's the 0-1 to Thompson, hammers it foul, and now Thompson's down in the count, 0-2. Hardy aboard on first with his leadoff single, 1 out. Bottom of the ninth. There you see the Rams dugout. Everybody standing on the top step, ready to explode. That pitch is popped up out of play. Stays 0-2. Rams regular season Lone Star champs, 2 outs away from being tournament champs as well. 0-2 pitch upstairs, 1-2 to Thompson. So many things this Angelo State team does well. Pitch well, play good defense, Matter of fact, they're first in the conference in fielding percentage and fewest errors. And they've been tearing the cover off the ball as of late. One ball, 2 strikes to Thompson. You see the middle infield, close to the bag at second, trying to turn 2. Here's the 1-2 pitch over the head of Stimler at third. A 1-out single from Thompson, and 2 are on for Chris Patton.
Next up, the left fielder number 5, Chris Patton.
8 hits today for the Texans, 7 of those singles. The only extra base hit, a double by Blake Seguero. Here's the number 7 hitter, Chris Patton, who struck out, grounded out, and reached on the fielder's choice. First pitch from Blair. This could do it. Cohen a second. The throw over from Snover. In time! And the Angelo State Rams are the Lone Star Conference Tournament champs for the second time ever. And the first since 2007. 6-0. Angelo State beats Tarleton State. And there you see the dog pile. It's a great day to be an Angelo State Ram. Regular season champs, tournament champs. Congratulations to the number 1 seed, Angelo State. We will stay with you. You can see the trophies given out to Angelo State. But we will take a break. When we come back, I'll try to go down on the field and talk to the winning coach, Kevin Brooks. So we'll take a quick break. Once again, final. The champions, Angelo State 6, Tarleton State 0. We'll be right back.
Let's give a round of applause to the runner-up, the Tarleton State Texans.
Angelo State University. Affordable, better, closer. With one of the lowest tuition and fee schedules in Texas, Angelo State is affordable for all. Recognized by the Princeton Review as one of the top 4 public universities in the state, ASU is better than you imagine. And Angelo State's central location in Texas makes it closer than you think. Enjoy the freedom to explore your interests, cultivate your talents, and shape your future at Angelo State University. From here, it's possible.
The LSC would like to thank the following corporate partners. Firestone, we keep your car running newer, longer. 3 shops, 1 stop, maintenance, repairs, and tires. AccuConference, providing conference calling for the Lone Star Conference. Shut Sports, official softball helmet of the Lone Star Conference. Alpha Graphics, providing printing solutions for the Lone Star Conference. My Sports Streams, providing fundraising solutions for Lone Star Conference member institutions. Bravo Health, community engagement partner of the Lone Star Conference. Adidas, official supplier of the Lone Star Conference. Jostens, official ring provider of the Lone Star Conference. Wilson, the official basketball of the LSC. In the Lone Star Conference, we're committed to respect, integrity, tradition, community, and academic excellence. Lone Star Conference, we're the one. Fans, don't forget to like the Lone Star Conference on Facebook. It's the best way to stay connected to all the latest information from around the league and join the conversation with other LSC fans. For an easy way to follow the latest happenings in the Lone Star Conference, be sure to follow the LSC on Twitter. Get scoring updates, event reminders, and breaking news when you follow the Lone Star Conference on Twitter.
Designated hitter Ryan Small, Oklahoma City. Pitcher Pete Perez of Tarleton City. And the other pitcher Michael Lang of Angelo City.
Yeah, I got it. Welcome back here to Foster Field. Graham Doty with the winning coach, Kevin Brooks. Congratulations on knocking off Tarleton State and winning another tournament title.
Well, I mean, we're on Tarleton. They just battled their tails off, and with a performance last night by Pete Perez and then Buckmaster today going on 9 on short rest. And just really proud of our guys. Came out and competed well and beat a very good team.
What's the season been like? Regular season champs, now tournament champs. How's it feel?
Well, I mean, it feels good. We've got a lot more goals to accomplish, and we've got 2 of the steps on the way to what we ultimately want to get to. And you know, this group's good enough to do it. So we're going to keep working hard here and hopefully go make a run at the regional.
Michael Lange got the start today on short rest. He won a very solid 5 innings for you. He was phenomenal.
Yeah, Michael's been that for us all year. He's just he throws strikes, attacks the strike zone, and goes out and competes. And so I expected nothing less of him today. And you know, goes out and gets the win and did a great job.
Big inning today was that second inning with 5 runs on 5 hits. What was the difference?
I thought Brett's at bat to start the inning. You know, he fouled off about 6 or 7 really tough